you have to grab fresh clay from the bags. And when the lovely Miss Liv smashed it on the table, it's just going to make things harder for us to pull out. So don't do that. Once you cut your clay, and this is about a good size, you want it to be roughly a little bit smaller than a softball. And that's like a good size to keep in mind. If you're OCD and you really want to make sure that you know how much it weighs, anywhere from like 1.5 pounds to about 2 pounds is good. So you can weigh it up here. All right, and that scale will be there for you. All right, so what you'll do, and normally we're going to have them over here. We have one here. We're going to have the other one. I'm going to bring it back. Just position it for you like this. I want you guys, when you're at the wheels, use these long denim aprons. The short little black ones don't do anything for you, okay? So you got to pound it into kind of a softball type of shape. You know, that's about pretty good for you. What you'll do, you're going to make sure the bat's on it. That's what this material is called. Put your bat on it, and then some people will take this and slam it down. Others will get it so smacked in the center. If for some reason, and this is going to happen to you at least once, where you put it on there, you mess it up, you don't want to wait to have it dry, you can take your clay and smush it down into the edge, okay? Kind of like you're pushing it down with the fingerprints. Does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. You notice I took my jewelry off that was on my fingers, put it on my necklace. If you're wearing bracelets or ponytails, take them off. If you have really long hair, tie it back, okay? You're going to use the water like it's lotion, okay? Keep your hands wet, and just like you're ready to drive the car, you're going to turn on the foot down here, almost like sewing too. Turn the foot on. You don't need it going this fast at all. That's insane. We're all starting out, okay? So about this speed, that's not bad, okay? And this is where we go ahead, put our hands, nice slimy feel. Nice slimy feel.
I know.
Okay? We get it going. We are going to do what, Jessa? Turn it into a boob. We're going to turn it into a boob. And you see how my hands are going? They're rocking back and forth? That's not good. And the reason why they're rocking back and forth is because I am not centered. Okay?
I love that sound.
Isn't it great? So what we're going to do is we're going to cone it up. We're going to squeeze it into a cone. Oh, it's not a boob anymore. Okay. We're going to cone it up. Don't drool here because that's going to mix into your clay.
I don't like that sound.
All right. Yeah, it's starting to go. Okay, so we got it into a nice cone so far. Then you're going to definitely start your first boob. You tip the cone forward and you push down.
What are we making?
You are going to be making a mug. That's the end result for your mug. This is the first one you're going to make, so it's not going to be perfect, okay? All right. Then what you'll do, you want to make sure it's still centered because my hands are still rocking back and forth. Just tad. Nice. There we go. Recone it after you move it. We're just trying to get it nice and centered. Almost there. Making sense so far? Re-lotion my hands. Push it forward. That's a key. You want to push it forward. There we go. And what I'm noticing is my hands are not rocking nearly as much. They're not going back and forth nearly as much. Okay? And then what you're going to have is a really nice mound, a really nice boob. Make sense?
Looks like an implant.
Okay. And everything that I am telling you guys is also here. Okay? So you have the step-by-step pictures for yourself in case you forget. Okay? Your next thing that you're going to do is you're going to now turn it into a donut. Some people will cross their fingers. Some people will put their fingers next to each other. And what you'll do is you're going to press. You have your hands on the outside. Your hands on the outside don't do much other than keep yourself centered. You press in, and if you want it to be a wide-mouthed pot, you're going to go further out. If you can see from where you're standing, it's really dry in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some water, and I'm just going to put some water in there so my hands will start slipping on the clay a little bit better. So I have my nice donut shape right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this hand on the outside and this 2 fingers on the inside. I'm going to keep pressing down on the inside, and I'm going to start to pull a wall. One thing, and you might look crazy, but it's okay. These will be positioned at the wall, and we're going to be staring at the wall. You don't want to look at your hands. It's absolutely insane. You want to feel it. You don't want to look at it. Okay? So if you stare into someone's eyes and you just feel it going straight up, you got to keep your focus on one thing. Okay?
These are hurt.
Yeah. You just stare at one thing and you start pulling it up. You're going to get a really good pot. Now, why do you have to stare at one thing and not
They're
your
made of
hands?
mud.
Because when you look at your
You
hands,
get
you
too
move them.
focused.
Say it one more time.
When you look at your hands, you move them.
You really focus and fixate on your hands. Okay? So it's really good to have your eyes on one thing and just have your hands pull upwards. Okay? You're going to feel it. Because when I stare, and I'm telling you guys, this is a lot better. When I stare at this, I'm going to mess it up. My hands are I'm just not going to trust myself. They say that blind people that are into ceramics are fantastic with throwing on the wheel.
Because they can't see.
They can't see. So they do everything based on what they feel. Okay? So honestly, not looking at it is going to help you. Just pull upwards. This hand does not have any pressure. This hand on the inside has the pressure. Okay? Once you're happy and you're satisfied, it's called a pot because somebody asked me, well, why do you keep calling it a pot? It's supposed to be a mug. Right now it's called a pot just because. Okay? Because there's all pots on the wheel. So far this is fine. It's a short mug. This will be fine for me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it ready to pull off. And so we're going to take the rib. And with the rib, we turn it all back on. I got all this clay mess I got to clean up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to slide the rib. I'm not going mega fast. Sliding the rib on the bat. You can take your clay. I usually put it in the front. You can throw it in the well. It doesn't matter. Okay? Keep it going. What you're going to see, and you guys probably already see it on mine, is I have a schmutz, kind of a wrinkle with clay. Reshape it before you want to pull it off. Okay? So have this hand on the outside repressure. You did your cleaning. You're just working on your shape. If you want to start pulling it up again, you can pull it up again. Okay? I'm telling you, the not looking really does help me. Do you guys think the first time you do it, it's going to be fantastic?
No. It looks like crap.
Thanks.
Unless you're Tori.
No, I'm talking about
Okay.
like the first time I did it, it was all like wonky.
It's
Yeah,
wonky,
it was
they
super
fall.
It's hard to control.
Yeah, the first time you do it, it's not going to be great. And honestly, guys, the last time I did it is when I was teaching you guys. And if you wonder where the other wheel is at, it's in my garage. Because I was not confident enough to teach you guys how to do it. So I took the wheel home. And I've been practicing all summer and all year. And I feel like I've gotten okay. I'm not the best at it. I'm not like the guy that finished that one yet. But I'm getting there. So it's just a matter of practicing. The other day, since I haven't done it in a while, when I pulled my first one, it was horrible. Just like Jessica said. It was all wonky. It was falling over. It did not look good. But then I did my second one. Looks a little bit better. Did my third one. Looks a little bit better. Up there in the bag is my fourth one. I'll show that to you in a minute. That one looks good. This is my fifth one of this week. This one looks fantastic. I'm actually really proud of this one. All right. You can use this tool. And this is just a scraping tool. Okay? Doesn't matter which side you use. That's all preference. And that is just to give your bottom of your mug a little bit of a foot. When you go home and you take a look at your own coffee mugs, you'll see that there's a little rounded edge. Take a look at it, see if you need to reshape it. Okay? No, we're at that point, we're ready to pull it off. Okay? You'll need to have a wire cutter. It's not in a knot. How did this get into a knot?
Children.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Oh, I can't wait till that movie comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What you want to do with your wire cutter is you want to pull it really tight. You still have your wheel going. And you slide. Okay. Then turn it off. And go ahead and pick it up. And then, Dewasme, can you hand me a circle that's underneath the counter? Okay. Thank you, sir. So we have our circle. These we'll put on the circle. You'll put it up here, and with the dry erase marker, you're going to write your name. You'll put a plastic bag over it because tomorrow we're going to put the handle on it, and I'll show you how to do that. So you know how to put that away. That's not a problem. Now you got cleanup. This is the most important. Cleanup, I want everybody to be done 10 minutes early before class ends. And cleanup's really easy. You're really going to only use two tools, your sponge and your rib. You turn the wheel on. Somebody told me this was very satisfying to look at. Scrape it when it's on, get all the extra clay off. And then you take your wheel.
Very satisfying. Katie likes it.
Did you see her Snapchat? She recorded me when I was cleaning it today. You did the first one. You did the bat. Pull this off because a little bit does get on top. Turn it back on and just get the metal part. If we don't do this, this is going to rust, and this machine's not cheap. It's probably, with exception to the kiln, the most expensive machine in this room. These are anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. You're telling
Just
me.
make one of those.
About the same price. And the Kickstarts. Kickstarts are good for a workout, honestly, as you move your whole body.
Yeah, I have to use one.
So all I'm doing with my sponge right now is I have it completely wringed out. There's no water in this. And I go in the yellow well and I just wipe. That's it. And I think Haley or Tori cleaned these last year. So we want to make sure that they are clean for the next person. If the next person that
Yeah,
comes,
I cleaned one.
I know we had Kickstarts cleaned, we had electrics
Yeah, I
cleaned.
cleaned one of those.
Did you?
I didn't know you could take the yellow things off.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Well, that's all you really want to do. I mean, and honestly, you're going to wipe it down. You're going to put all your tools away. This clay can go back into the bags, and you guys can show it to someone else. I'm just not showing it. Somebody else can use it. Wipe off the back. If this does not look clean, we're going to have problems, and I'll come and talk to you about it. And there could be possibly a grade deduction or a cleaning detention. So just make sure it's clean. Okay? If you are not sure, if you want, you can take these things off and take them to the sink and wash them. If you really want to do that, I know Jessa knows how to do that too. They can be difficult to put back together, and if you can't figure it out, talk to me. Or the simpler bet is just use a dry sponge and just get in there. So that's it. Do you have questions?
No.
Anybody intimidated? No. Okay. All right. Use the rest of the time to go work on your shoe template.
Let's make this.
Okay.
Why do we have to